field at the center of an arc of a circle. So it's not a complete circle, an arc of the circle, a part of the circle will be given, and on that part of the circle or arc of the circle, charge will be put uniformly. So here we define lambda. Lambda is the charge per unit length. So how to find the electric field produced by this arc of the charge at the center? So choose a small element of charge subtending an angle theta at the center. Resolve the components of the field due to the element. Use the formula for electric field and integrate with the proper limits. See here, the ends of the arc make angles theta 1 and theta 2 here. Remember this. So they make angles theta 1 and theta 2, or else you can also say alpha and beta. So you can also say alpha and beta. Because already we have used alpha beta for in the previous section. So you can also make use of alpha beta. Okay. So say this is arc having charge distributed uniformly on it. This is the center and this is the horizontal line. This horizontal line will be the reference line. Say the angles made by the ends of the arc are alpha and beta. Alpha is measured in one sense, beta is measured in the other sense. So now we consider a small elemental charge. We consider a small elemental charge on this. Consider a small elemental charge dq. This dq will subtend an angle d theta, and so this considered element will make an angle theta. So theta with this horizontal line, reference line. So this is r. Now, what is the length of this element? The length of the element will become r d theta. Now, what is the small amount of charge on this element? dq equal to lambda dl. So the small amount of charge will be dq will be equal to lambda into r d theta. Now, what is the electric field produced by the small elemental charge at the point O? Like this, dE, dE. So now dE will be equal to k lambda, or else you can write in terms of dq also first. So k dq divided by r square. Why? Because distance between this element and the center O is r. That is nothing but radius. So now we can substitute dq value. So k lambda r d theta divided by r square. So one r will be cancelled. So dE will be equal to k r. So r will go. So r will not appear in the denominator in the numerator. So k lambda d theta divided by r. So now this is the total electric field at the point due to this small elemental charge. So we can resolve this into two components. So x component and y component. So if this is theta, this also will be theta. So it will become x component will become dE cos theta, y component will become dE sin theta. So dE cos theta, x component here, x component will become, so dE cos theta, because we have chosen this as theta. So dE x will be equal to dE cos theta, dE cos theta. So dE x is equal to dE, already we know this. What is the dE value? So what is the dE value? K lambda divided by r into d theta is there. So cos theta into d theta. Now we go for integration. So integral dEx is equal to k lambda divided by r integral cos theta into d theta. So to cover the entire arc of charge, so theta should vary from minus beta to alpha. These are the limits. Why minus beta? Beta is measured in one sense, alpha is measured in the other sense. So what is the integral of cos theta d theta? So it is sin theta. So differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta, but integral of cos theta is plus sin theta. So the total x component of electric field due to the entire arc at the center O will be k lambda divided by r. So sin theta you will get here. So sin theta limits are minus beta to alpha. So the total x component of field will be k lambda divided by r. When you substitute the limits, sin alpha minus of sin of minus beta. So plus you'll get here. So sin alpha plus sin beta. So this is the x component of electric field. Similarly, if you work out for y component of field, so similarly, if you integrate d sine theta, so you'll get y component of field as k lambda by r into cos alpha minus cos beta. So if you know the angles made by the ends of the arc with the horizontal line reference line, then x component of electric field will be k lambda by r into sine alpha plus sine beta, and y component of field similarly, if you integrate, so dey, then y component of field will be ey will be equal to k lambda divided by r into cos alpha minus cos beta. Similar formula you will get, so compared to the finite charge of rod, finite rod of charge. So these formulae are similar to the finite rod of charge.